Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's the final show, people, huh? 2006, I joined YouTube, wanted to become some kind of music star of some sort there. I came on here, didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was recording shitty ass music videos and different kind of crap. I had no fucking clue what I was doing, you know what I'm saying. 2008, I joined the YWC, and 8 years later, motherfuckers, it's officially time to retire, you know what I mean. I was getting pretty goddamn sick of making wrestling vids. It's been hard to do the vids for a couple of years at least there, you know. I kinda have to force myself to make the videos. Recently there I started to think that it was time to retire, you know. Like I've thought many times I should switch topics, talk about different stuff that's not wrestling related, you know, but a couple months ago I started thinking about like truly leaving YouTube and not making vids anymore, you know, but to try to fight those feelings I decided to do vids on different topics, you know. The shit I was doing last month or whatever. And during that time I came real close to closing my channel. Really close. I figured, fuck it, I'm gonna go back to making wrestling vids. I'll give it one last shot, you know. But I'm just not feeling it anymore, you know what I mean? Making wrestling vids doesn't interest me anymore. Making vids on other topics, you know, I'm kind of too old, I think, to start fresh and to try to become some kind of YouTube sensation. I'm way past that, way too old for that shit. I don't have the looks, motherfuckers. Never had the looks to become a star on YouTube. It is what it is. Some people are blessed and some people just aren't, you know. And I was never blessed, ladies and gentlemen, but I was able to talk about wrestling. It's just nowadays wrestling isn't really good anymore. It's tough, you know. I have to stay up late to watch wrestling against my will. I wake up, I'm fucking dead tired. I show up to work late. I'm tired as fuck. I get home after work. I gotta make more wrestling vids. I'm just not feeling any of that shit anymore there. And it's time for me to just retire. If I have the feeling that it's time to retire, might as well go ahead with it, because if I do this for another 10 years, it's not gonna make any sense. I don't even know if wrestling is gonna last that long, and if I keep trying to talk about wrestling for another fucking 5 years, I might end up in an asylum or something dealing with the people on here, you know what I mean? So yeah, you know, 10 years on YouTube, never became a millionaire, never became a superstar, but I had fun on here, you know what I'm saying? I made some friends, I entertained a couple thousand people. There's lots of people who started making wrestling vids because of me. I inspired many people. A lot of people stole my style, shit like this. So I did make an impact, at least during my time here on YouTube. And lots of people have uploaded my vids and stuff. So the memory of the wrestling Jesus is gonna be preserved for a little bit, I guess. There, I'm sure people will still talk shit about me in 3-4 years from now. Fucking guy never gave TNA a chance, piece of shit. But yeah, couple shout outs real quick there. General Jerry, me and Jerry recently patched things up there. It's good that I patched things up with Jerry before I officially leave, you know. Shout out to Jerry, Robbie Battle, Will. We had some problems. You became some kind of weird dark horse cheerleader, but we had fun back when we were cool there. My man Gemini, always got along with Jem. Jem's a classy guy, a great guy. Don't understand why he gets the hate that he does, but that's the thing with the YWC, boy. It's a straight up abusive relationship, you know? People love to fucking treat you like shit. You know, your own subs will turn on you at the drop of a hat just for a wrestling opinion, you know, there. But Gemini's a good guy. He shouldn't be getting all this kind of fucking hate there. Shout out to Melanie, a good girl there. Kyle, lots of people I was friends with there. Patriot, Johnny Thunder, this is going way back there. My man Nate, spent a good deal of years having fun with Nate on here. Johnny Thunder, shit like this, you know. All good people there. There's more, but I can't remember everybody there right now. I can't spend 3 hours just name dropping there. I had some good subs, like I said. I had shitty subs who treated me like shit every fucking day there. But I had my good subs, the real subs, the loyals, that I called them. Guys like Barbecue Sauce, We Want McIntyre, Hall of Fame Sheamus, lots of guys I could mention there. Wrestling Hobo, lots of guys that have been watching me for years, that they stuck by me, they had my back on here, shit like this there. Feeling a bit emotional, dogs, but it's the best thing to do, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's it, boys. Show's over. It's time to get back to the real world there. And yeah, keep watching that wrestling. Yes, there's yeah, time to fucking end this shit, boys, before I start to cry or something. But it's been fun, and it's time to retire there. I have to move on with my life and shit. There's other guys you can watch on here that that talk about wrestling and stuff like this there. Time to move on, peeps. Until next time. Peace!